So I'm up there often, and I did not know it was haunted or anything to do with that.
Is this for the satanic rituals, or is this for the...
Yeah, so I'm up there usually for the orgies.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I never,
Hi, guys.
Hey, friend.
Greetings, movie fans. You're all very welcome to the Big Reviewski. My name is Eoghan Doherty, and this week I'm delighted to be joined by the self-titled Ireland's leading Love Island expert, Miss Denise Curtin.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Listen, the crowd go wild.
Yeah. Insert claps.
Insert claps there.
Okay, great.
And the second sexiest dairyman out there living in the world, Mr. Conán Doherty.
That's actually a really sore point.
What?
Do you know, like, what is it, 3 or 4 Christmas parties in a row now? It just comes up. It's like, everybody have a vote for
Who do you think is #1?
Your favourite accent in the office, right? I have no problem with Owen winning it, right? But
It definitely seems like you've got a problem.
We get 3 or 4 nominations every year. Owen wins it, right? Me and Owen are from 2 minutes apart. 2 minutes. And I never even get nominated. I don't get nominated.
Oh, can I say something? Can I say that I haven't said who the #1 sexiest dairyman is?
He's been sitting on this.
It's like pent up anger.
When I hear sexiest and when I hear dairy, I just think Owen Doherty.
Well, when I hear sexiest and I think dairy, obviously the first person that pops into my head is Phil Coulter. And that's what I was going for.
Well, obviously Phil's got
obviously, you got a problem with Phil as
accent,
well.
And he's very sexy.
It's tense, folks. It's tense. You two haven't been on the show together before. Have you tension? Is there any beef between you two? Is everything going to be okay?
I'm scared for what he's going to come out with.
He's
I'm
pretty angry already.
No, I think not.
We did have tension one time. While back, was it the last Love Island series? Summer?
Yes.
Okay.
There was
Obviously,
tension.
I've got commitments to the JOE.ie.
Yeah.
Get the plugs in now. Here
Basically,
we go.
Denise had a clause in trying to drag me over to the Love Island podcast.
Understandable.
Being the self-titled Love Island expert.
Yes, that's true.
As my Twitter bio says, Denise T. Curtin.
What have I let myself in for?
But yeah, I did try and get Conán on the show a good bit.
So she would be tagging me at Conán Doherty on Twitter.
Hashtag very second sexiest man.
Yeah.
But like, we did one glorious show, but it's obviously caused a bit of tension elsewhere in the office because the GAR want me.
Pulling his arm. He's spreading himself too thin.
Well, I appreciate you both taking the time today. If you would like to get in touch with the Big Reviewski or subscribe to the show, you can get in touch on Twitter. You get in touch on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or. Do you want to do your Twitter handle so people actually hear it this time?
Denise T. Curtin. At Denise T. Curtin.
Just the letter T, not like a cup of tea or anything.
No, like just the letter T.
Okay, okay. Conán?
No, I don't want to.
I don't want the fame.
He's got the GAR. He can't have any other shows coming near him.
Multiple platforms. Right, now it's time for the big question on the Big Reviewski. And for this week's big question, it's over to me. Owen, how you doing? So, brand new film coming out in cinemas this week. Very, very excited about it. It's the new movie from Pixar Studios, who just, obviously the guys behind Toy Story and The Incredibles and Inside Out, just like flawless movie making. So, they are releasing Onward, which stars the voices of Tom Holland and Chris Pratt, and they play a pair of magical brothers set in a whole kind of elven fairy tale world. It looks amazing. The first reviews, people are just like bawling their eyes out at basically just at how beautiful and magic it is. But got me thinking. Like I thought about it for like 2 seconds. That was it. Because it's about brothers in movies, I was wondering, who are your favourite brothers in movies? See the connection?
Yeah, really, really clever. Very clever.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Layered.
Yeah.
Conán, who did you go for? Or sorry, do you have brothers? Either of you have brothers in real life?
No.
No?
No.
No?
Yeah,
okay.
short answer.
Conán? Can't wait for the long answer. Conán, brothers?
Yes, I have 2 brothers. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Twitter handles. And hello to my brothers as well. But who did you go for then?
I'm worried that one of you might have gone with this one as well, so I'm glad that I'm going first. 1986 blockbuster, Youngblood. Patrick Swayze classic.
Oh, okay. I forgot about this now. Not the movie, but the fact that, Conán, you have an irrepressible love for Patrick Swayze. Did you know this?
No, I actually didn't.
No, I mean, the man is obsessed. He was in a Patrick Swayze fan club when he was in uni.
There was an appreciation society,
sorry,
like
it's
SAS,
not fan club.
called it Swayze.
I never knew people that were actually in those. I just thought they were things the college said to make it.
He's admin on it, probably.
No, like Denise, we were all really cool. Don't worry about it. But I know it sounds like we're a bit sad having a Swayze club, but like you have
The
to
fact that
understand.
it's called Swayze Club for short.
No, it's called SAS.
SAS.
Oh my.
Swayze Appreciation Society.
But the fact that we have Youngblood here actually shows how fulfilling that club was, because like this is ice skating. We talked before about Patrick Swayze being able to do it all.
Well, you have talked before about Patrick Swayze.
Dances, he's a ghost, he's a surfer, he ice skates,
He's got range.
He's got range.
Was that all the one film? He's an ice skating, dancing, surfing
all
ghost.
in this film. But actually what I loved about this one was that he was a supporting actor.
Right, okay.
I know your next question, did he win the Oscar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By playing Derek
Can you see
Sutton
my
in
notes from
Youngblood.
over there?
Did he win the Oscar? Yeah. No, we didn't. Michael Caine won the Oscar for Hannah and Her Sisters.
For a real film. Hold on a wee second. What's the film called?
Youngblood.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. I have not seen it. I'm pretty sure. Is that not a picture from my? Oh, coronavirus. Excuse me. Sorry, that was a real sneeze. Sorry, you're going to get really sick now.
No, I really hope I don't. Is the film in black and white?
No, I went for an artistic.
You just went for a vintage pick.
I actually made it black and white.
You love Patrick Swayze. I'm surprised both of the guys don't have Patrick Swayze's face on it. I know. So what are we looking at here? Is that Rob Lowe?
Yes, it is Rob Lowe of The West Wing and many other films and TV series.
Yeah.
Yes, and do you know who else was in this for a cameo appearance? His first film, Keanu Reeves.
What? Hold on a second. Rob Lowe, Keanu Reeves, and
Patrick
your
Swayze.
favorite Patrick
This is
Swayze.
basically, if I can use a football analogy, this is like
allowed.
an Ajax team or a Monaco team.
Gotcha.
You know, when they all dispense and become superstars.
Yeah,
But you don't think they're ever all going to be together.
It's a feeder
in one
film.
Yeah. This is Swayze, this is Lowe, this is Reeves.
So who are the brothers?
The brothers are not in this picture.
Oh my God.
Like I say.
It's going well so far.
So you put the picture black and white on deliberately, and it doesn't star the brothers, which is the big question.
Which is the big question.
Well, I wanted to get Patrick Swayze into it, and he's not one of the brothers.
Obviously.
Is this picture from the film?
Yeah.
It's a fair question. It's a very fair question.
This is a different Patrick Swayze ice skating film.
So, but there are brothers in it who you do.
So Dean Youngblood. Dean Youngblood.
His name is Dean Youngblood.
Yeah, I had a T-shirt with Youngblood at the back. One of my mates from the SAS had a T-shirt with Sutton at the back, which is Patrick Swayze.
Again,
someone else
Swayze Appreciation
had a
Society.
T-shirt.
Is the SAS not something else in history?
It's a real thing. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, anyways, Dean Youngblood wants to be in the NHL, like the hockey league, basically professional hockey league in America. He goes to Canada, joins a junior team.
Okay.
But up there, it's different. This guy's from a farm in New York. He's really talented.
He's rural.
He's rural.
He's got natural ability.
But he's not toughened up.
Right.
So in Canada and the junior leagues, you need to toughen up. Your talent's only going to take you so far.
Yeah.
Basically, Swayze, Sutton, takes him under his wing. He's great for him. You know, he takes him out drinking. He mentors him. Swayze gets injured by the tough guy, Racky, in this film. Youngblood loses all faith, thinks he's never going to toughen up. What will he do about his mentor? Because Swayze's out for the season.
Again, to clarify, his name is Youngblood.
Youngblood.
Okay.
Goes home.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Goes home to New York, so can't handle it anymore. Back to his brother, Kelly Youngblood.
There's the brother connection eventually. An hour and a half into the show.
What does the brother do? Toughens him up, teaches him how to fight.
Nice.
He goes back for the championship winning game. They play him for some reason. He missed the whole season.
And I'm going to go out on a limb here. Maybe he plays a part in them winning the championship in the last minute.
You know your films.
Well,
you've surely seen it.
But you think that's the culmination of the film.
Exists.
But this is the beauty of it. You think that's it over. They've won the game.
Yeah.
The film's not over.
Yeah.
Now they have to have the fight. He has to prove that he's toughened up.
Oh, the fight doesn't happen in the game?
No. So Youngblood calls out Racky at the end of it, beats him, gets carried off on everyone's shoulders.
An actual, like,
Cut.
they lift him up.
This is unbelievable. This is
sounds phenomenal.
602-minute feature film.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Conán, like, I suppose that's the beauty sometimes of the big question is you hear about something that that you weren't aware of before. And I know myself and Denise will get right on that.
Yeah.
But I can't believe you haven't been aware. It's on YouTube. You can just go watch it.
Okay.
We're talking about Netflix. We're talking about
Conán,
Disney+.
3 in the morning, I'm watching Youngblood again.
The whole thing is on YouTube.
Bookmarked.
This was the start of, like, I'd say a 5-year Hall of Fame run for Patrick Swayze. Okay. So you had 1986 Youngblood, 1987 Dirty Dancing,
of course,
1989 Roadhouse, 1990 Ghost, 1991 Point Break.
So Youngblood really kicked it all off.
Yeah, it's the catalyst.
Yeah.
That's, well, you know, I hold my hands up. That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Thanks for that. Yeah, Youngblood, cracking. And again, the brothers are Rob Lowe and a different guy, not Patrick Swayze.
Not Patrick Swayze.
Gotcha.
And the dad was actually an NHL veteran himself, taught him how to play and stuff. And apparently Swayze was great at ice hockey.
I'd say he was great at everything.
Yeah, he sounds like, feck it, he sounds like the greatest guy
ever. If only I'd known about
ever.
the SAS when I was younger, I would have signed me up for that.
Keanu Reeves, also another fun fact, was a great goalkeeper in ice hockey, and he played in goals in this film.
Unreal. Yeah. I don't know where we go from there. Denise, what did you go for?
I'd say go home.
It's Youngblood again, isn't it?
So I
oh my
also
God.
went for Youngblood. No, my film doesn't need as much explaining, thank God. I went for the 2008 hit classic Step Brothers.
Amazing.
Brothers in the name. I also made this picture myself. I put their two heads together.
Look at this. I can't. So hold on. You made yours black and white. You discovered that filter, and you're like, I know how to put two pictures side by side.
Yeah, great app called Layout. So yeah, I put
Do you own Layout? Like,
at Layout on Twitter.
at Layout at Denise
So for
Curtin.
everybody listening, we got a picture of Will Ferrell on the right,
Yeah.
and Adam Scott, who plays his brother, on the left. Right. Okay.
So it's Step Brothers, but I chose the real brothers. You know, staying true to the big question.
Yes, true.
So yeah, it's Derek and Brennan. Derek being the younger, more successful brother. Brennan being the stay-at-home son, as he classifies himself as. And then his mom is obviously going to marry a new guy, and he's going to get a stepbrother, which happens to be John C. Reilly, who's absolutely hilarious as well. And yeah, they stick out in my head as the two brothers. I think everyone, like mostly, I think most people I know anyway have seen this film.
Yeah.
My favourite scene is when Derek, Adam Scott, is sitting in the car and he's singing that song with his family, and he's like, I'm Derek and I can sing. Oh, it's incredible film. But yeah, they're my brothers. No Patrick Swayze involved, unfortunately.
That's a pity.
Maybe he gave some guidance.
Perhaps from beyond the grave. Maybe.
Maybe he gave some guidance.
He was a ghost.
Maybe, yeah, see, this is what I'm thinking. Maybe he left something.
Not even funny.
A note, anything.
Taking it personally. That's a super choice. I love it. Because with that, automatically, heard brothers, step brothers straight away, first thing in there. Because obviously there are loads out there. I'm going to do the thing where I name some other ones, like obviously Blues Brothers. Darjeeling Limited, me and my brothers love the Darjeeling Limited Wes Anderson movie about three brothers as well. But no, that's a super
It's
shout.
definitely, it's definitely the one that stuck out straight away. I thought both of you would pick it too, so I'm really happy that I'm
not that predictable.
the only one with gorgeous taste, is what you're trying to say there. Yeah, so Step Brothers. If you haven't seen it, see it. I was actually in a school recently, right? And none of the kids had seen 13 Going on 30. A film you'd think everyone would have seen. So maybe there's people watching, listening that haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
Go watch that as well, just on a side note. Download Layout and also go and watch those
But
as
this
well.
is like people who, like, they're starting to come now, these people that haven't seen Friends.
I know, it's
you know when you make a
really-
Friends quote and they're like,
What are you talking?
Yeah.
I don't know what you. Every time you move furniture and you're shouting pivot, and they're like, I don't know what you're doing.
No, I know.
What
I
are
was
you
talking-
keep
referencing?
shouting pivot.
I was talking to fifth year, so 16, 17, I'm guessing. None of them had seen 30 Going on 30 or heard of it.
Did you just rock up to a school and start talking to
Yeah, I
everybody?
did.
Okay.
Hanging outside till I got in, and I was like,
okay.
well, hello.
How are you doing?
Like, I know film experts who haven't seen Youngblood either, do you know? So this whole thing.
That's very good. We'll cut that bit from the show. But no, that's great. Gorgeous taste, as you said.
Thank you. And gorgeous.
Actors, people.
I was going to
Adam
say
Scott.
clip art. Work from me, yeah.
Yeah, picture layout ability.
Yeah.
I actually went for 2008 comedy classic Step Brothers.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
You went that too?
Yeah.
I thought you were taking the piss.
No.
I didn't know you were allowed to do this.
Do what?
Go over the same thing.
No, but we don't, like, this is a surprise.
But I don't think yours should count anymore. Because Denise has put forward a really good
But I don't
case
have
for it.
any other pictures. I made this one myself.
Yeah, that's
as well.
a lie.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't make this. I feel like I'm letting everybody down.
Did you go for
But
the Step Brothers?
I went for the Step Brothers.
No, see, that's not your
because,
question.
No, I am validating their relationship as Step Brothers.
Who
that
are your
they're real,
favourite movie brothers? See,
Yeah,
it's
they
written down there,
qualify
Owen.
as brothers because they changed their name. It's Brennan Huff, Dale Doback. So Will Ferrell is Brennan, as you said already, because you picked the same one as me. Dale Doback, obviously played by John C. Reilly, and then they changed their name to the Huff Dobacks at the end. So they become united. They're brothers. It's endlessly rewatchable. It's absolutely hilarious. And whenever actually Will Ferrell is hugging Adam Scott at the end, that is still one of the greatest cinema hugs. We'll do that.
Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah, pow.
I do have a curveball that I was going to throw because obviously I went straight obvious one with mine.
I can't believe the three of us went so obvious.
Remember the Titans?
Oh yes.
So obviously you have the relationship between Bertier and Julius Campbell, and they're in hospital, and they're talking through their relationship and what it was like, and I get goosebumps thinking about it. It was actually Rob O'Hanrahan in The Office who reminded me of it, and I actually couldn't believe I'd done all the Swayze research. Not that I need to do the research.
I just can't think clearly. I've just Swayze on my mind.
And they give each other the little high five, like, his left side, strong side. There's a callback to that, and he says, I didn't know why I hated you so much, and I realised I was just hating my brother. And it's unbelievable.
That's a beautiful line. It's a beautiful line.
And sometimes, obviously, blood runs thicker than water. That's not relevant here because they're not actually
No, what was somebody, as you remember last week, sent us in fan mail with the Fast Furious tattoos.
Yeah.
Not all blood is family.
Yeah. Not all blood is family.
Or not all families blood, something like that.
Not all families blood. Not all blood.
Yeah, so Step Brothers, there's no point me talking about because you've already done all the legwork.
Yeah.
So thanks for that.
Thank you. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we went for. If you have any famous film movie brothers, your favourites out there, just listen, just get in touch and let us know. Now it's time for the big trailer on the Big Reviewski, and this week's big trailer is really strong Irish interest because it's for Artemis Fowl, brand new movie from Disney. It's directed by Kenneth Branagh. It stars Colin Farrell as Artemis Fowl Senior, and the kid in it, he's going to be a star. Ferdia Shaw plays Artemis Fowl, the title character as well, young Irish lad. So let's take a wee look at the trailer for Artemis Fowl.
We want to know everything about the man you work for.
The man? Oh no. This isn't about the father. This is about the son, Artemis Fowl.
You've grown strong, son. And smarter than I ever imagined.
Come take me with you.
You're all I have now, Artie. There's just one very important thing I have to do.
Authorities launched a worldwide manhunt for the famous collector. He is suspected to have been behind some of the biggest robberies ever.
Hello?
Your family has taken something of great value from us. Return it to me or I will destroy everything you love.
You weren't supposed to see this yet. Your father is in a complicated profession. For years, he has protected powerful secrets that have kept mankind safe from the dangers of another world. It's time to face your destiny.
Artemis Fowl, famous series of Irish books. Have you read any of them?
Yes.
Have you actually?
Yeah. I've read like 3 or 4 of them.
Did you think Patrick Swayze was in
I think we've got them all. We've got them all in the house. Like it's.
Do you actually have a bunch of them in the house?
Yeah, I'll bring them in for you if you want.
Yeah, please.
So genuinely, when I looked at this trailer, I was like, yeah, looks.
So you're familiar with the world. You're familiar with the story, the character. What about you, Denise?
I got them as a Christmas present when I was a child.
That's a different, but did you read
them?
No. They're still
got
in
them
the
as
cellophane.
a Christmas present. It was a present my dad gave me. He was never good at gifts.
Okay.
There we go.
Job done.
Job done.
So the Artemis Fowl books. So what's the world about? Like, what's the crack with the gift?
Well, but this is what was annoying about the trailer. It's supposed to be like a really smart kid, like a really brave person, but he's sort of turned into a little confused and scared child here just by the trailer. But like he's obviously he becomes the criminal mastermind. Like that's what it is. He's got a great quote in the book. I never tell anyone exactly how clever I am. They would be too scared. It's almost like
relatable.
Yeah, but like it's almost like that Sherlock Holmes character, where he's this genius and you just put all your faith in him. But from this, it just seems like this sort of conflict's introduced. It's like I would call it a popcorn movie just from the trailer, where it's like has to come over to conflict, go save your dad plot. And then even like from Holly, like who's introduced in this trailer, she hates him initially in the books.
So Holly is the elf, fairy elf, because obviously there's supernatural element to this. He's a young, as you said, criminal mastermind. His dad goes missing, Danny, and obviously he has to track him down, but he's discovering everything about his daddy's hidden kind of secrets and stuff. Right, so Holly is like partner in crime, or what's the crack?
Yeah, but like but they have it's actually a really interesting relationship. Like they hate each other. Well, I think he's trying to sort of get along with her, but she just can't stand him, and it's quite funny. But in this, straight away, it's just like, I'm Holly, I'm your friend on the other side. And it's like,
right, okay.
That's just like sped up.
Okay.
No, I don't really have to do that for a film. I understand how it works.
But I presume, like, obviously, if this one is a success, then they're going to be looking at making more of them as well.
I'd say so, yeah.
Especially if there are like 8 books that Eoghan Colfer, Irish author, has written as well. And it's some gig for, as we were saying, for the show to get, like, kids going to be huge off the back of it then as well. I like this type of, like, kids adventure, bit of supernatural element in there and a bit of mystery and intrigue. I haven't read the books because, as I said before, like I don't read, obviously. But the thing about this, and Josh Gad is in there, is like a kind of like Hagrid.
Yeah.
Is that just basically?
Yeah.
Hagrid's just, is this a shared universe with Harry Potter?
I thought the same as you when I watched the trailer. I looked at it and I thought, Colin Farrell is getting better with age.
That's what we were thinking. That's literally
the exact same.
Zoomed out from what Conán was saying, just heard Colin Farrell.
Yeah, Colin Farrell. I was like, damn. He's looking well.
He does look well in the trailer. All right, and then again, there's faith in Kenneth Branagh, who is a super director, and obviously in terms of this big kind of blockbuster spectacle, made Thor, which was a huge hit then as well, and just a really fun film. And then obviously he's been more into like kind of murder mysteries of late, but it's nice to see him coming back to this kind of world as well.
And that's it. And I really don't want to shit all over it just from a 30-second clip or a 2-minute clip. Because I'm also wary of being one of those people. It's like, well, you should read the book.
Yeah.
Read the book. Do you like that film? I read the book. It's far better. Like, so
you'll have those Twitter honeys anyway who'll be like, it's nothing like the book.
Yeah. So I'm definitely not going to do that.
Okay. You're not going to say anything about that.
But you should read the book, like, you know.
Yeah. You've convinced me. Okay, happy days, Artemis Fowl. Now, speaking of current releases, The Invisible Man, we had full review last week. It's gone down a treat with audiences all over the world. But we did have 2 of the stars of the movie, The Invisible Man himself, Oliver Jackson Cohen. Yes, not Oliver Cohen Jackson, all the way around.
Oliver Jackson Cohen.
And then we also had the female lead as well, Moss Elizabeth. No. Elizabeth Moss. That's the one. But this week, we're delighted to welcome onto the show the director, Lee Whannell. It's like Whannell. Whannell. And Jason Blum, who is like world famous Mr. Moneybags producer, the brain behind Blumhouse, who just, as we said before, they just have a perfect formula of just making so much money off the back of really kind of a real mixture of like really smart, intense horror thrillers like Get Out and like The Invisible Man, and then also kind of those kind of more kind of fun, trashy ones, things like The Purge as well. But loads and loads of horror there. But The Invisible Man, Denise, you had a chance to see it.
I did.
Are you still scared of it?
Still freaked from it, yeah, okay. Definitely.
Well, then you should just for a quick, like, we're just gonna show a wee clip. So just wanted to ready. Conán, you hard as nails, or?
I'm ready.
You're ready?
You'll enjoy the clip.
We'll come back from the Conán. Floods of tears. Okay, here's
triggered.
Here's a wee look at The Invisible Man.
I found something that can prove what I'm experiencing.
You need help.
Adrian is dead. I went to his house today. He's not dead.
I have a pile of ashes in a box that would disagree with you.
He has figured out a way to be invisible.
Only thing more brilliant than inventing something that makes you invisible is coming up with the perfect way to torture you, even in death. Adrian's true genius was how he got in people's heads.
Don't come any closer. Hey!
I'm not crazy.
How are the nerves? Conán, you okay?
Good, yeah.
Wow.
I'm grand.
Yeah, maybe tough
he's
stuff.
definitely shitting himself. He's like, I'm okay.
I'm fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone thinks that was just like a little like 30, 40-second clip. This is actually 3 hours later. We've just been trying to console Conán, basically. So yeah, Denise, as you said, you're a fan of this movie.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. I think a lot of people were put off that in the trailer it gave away all the best bits. It absolutely does not. There are so many jumps and like parts where you're going to be on the edge of your seat the whole way throughout. Elizabeth Moss is just fantastic. And as Rory was saying last week, she has this like stare that captivates you and also makes you feel absolutely terrified at the whole time. It's like the Elizabeth Moss trigger stare, and we even had a clip of her talking about it on the show last week. But yeah, the film's absolutely fantastic, and it's in the cinemas now. So
yeah, so one of the things Roy was chatting to the guys about was the opening.
Yeah,
he was a huge fan of the opening. Actually said, yeah, the best horror movie opening since the start of Scream.
Yeah,
obviously whenever Drew Barrymore's on the phone and.
Even before we get into the film's opening, the titles, how they come up is like waves crashing off a rock, and it's just silence, like with silence in the theatre, and we're just sitting there, and it's just like the waves crashing off the rock, the names coming up, and everyone's like, okay, this is a bit eerie. Yeah. What's going to happen before it cuts to the scene of inside the house and the film begins, and it's just, yeah, it's terrifying.
So this opening scene, yeah, as we said, the movie and the start of it has gone down a treat with audiences, but Rory had a chance to speak to the guys about just when did they know they were on to a winner with like, right, we've got it, this is going to hook people in, basically. So this is what they had to say about that scary opening scene.
Oh, man, it was... during the writing process, I think the very first draft had a different opening scene, and it was Cooper, who works for Jason at Blumhouse, who was like, I think we want to, you know... we want to make this second scene the first scene. You know, that's the thing with writing, is as you're going through these drafts, people have notes and thoughts, and some of them you're not sure about, but you get these great ideas. And so one thing I love about working with Blumhouse is they really know horror films and thrillers, and there's a whole lot of genre fans there. Like, there's people working at that company with tattoos of Michael Myers on their body. Like, it's a real company of fans, and so when we were going through the process, I think that's how we landed on having this opening scene, just bang right into her world.
Just while the lads were obviously chatting there, but we have again, for anyone who's, we have the trailer, part of the trailer running on behind us here. But Conán, you are, I know you said you don't scare easily, but you are kind
of... You look tense.
Yeah, well, like, I actually hadn't seen the trailer properly. I hadn't heard of this film, and now as you're talking, I just keep sort of moving to the side of your head to look at it.
I'll get out of your way.
And then cowering back in behind it. Like, yeah. It looks pretty well done, in fairness.
Yeah, obviously, Jason Blum, as we said, seems to have that golden touch when it comes to making hit horror movies. And again, we have a lot of scary people, a lot of scary things in Ireland as well. So we wanted to know, basically, would they ever consider coming here to make a hit? I think he said the closest he's got to like come to Ireland for anything is like making a movie that they did in Wales. Obviously, that's a completely different country, Jason Blum. So just come here instead. But yeah, because having a look around, and obviously the Hellfire Club, for anybody who doesn't know it, was a club hundreds of years ago in just outside Dublin. But I think there are other ones around the world in the UK and stuff as well. But basically the place haunted or burnt down, ends up being haunted. Loads of people went there to have like sexy orgies. Are there any other kind? And loads of rich people. So it has all these really good kind of storytelling elements. So here now, Rory, basically listing those things to the guy. And, well, you'll see Jason Blum's reaction now in a minute, but he's 100 million% going to make this movie.
There's a great tradition of Irish horror.
Absolutely, there is. It is getting better as it goes on.
Right.
But we have a thing in Ireland called the Hellfire Club, which, if you have the opportunity at all to investigate it.
What's that?
Well, it deals with satanic rituals.
Right. I love those.
Sounds good.
Orgies of rich people.
It's getting better for Jason.
Satanic rituals? Is this a real thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Orgies. The whole place burnt down and is now super haunted.
Wow, where is it?
It's close enough to Dublin, so
really?
You don't have to travel too far.
And they've never made a movie there?
No.
We got to get right.
You know
get
what?
right to work.
I will. You know
when
what?
I say we got to get right to work, it means Lee get right to work.
A really unnerving novel I read. It wasn't so much horror, but it was horrific. Was The Butcher Boy, an Irish.
Oh, well, they made that into a movie as well.
They made
Yeah,
that into a movie,
right? Which the movie was, but the novel was just so unnerving.
It's very disturbing. Yeah.
I feel like there's this good tradition of really dark.
The Irish movie I just saw it. About it's a haunted convent. It was where
you might have dreamed
where
this.
nuns lived, and in Ireland, it took. I just saw it like in the last year. It was like
it's not ringing any bells for me at all.
Really?
Because
it was a convent, and then but it's not a convent anymore. It's these family.
It's not The Turning, is it?
No,
because that was filmed in Ireland.
Just came out.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see The Turning.
I want to see this nun movie you're talking about.
What one?
Devil's Doorway.
Devils. I don't
know. I do want to see this movie though.
So as you can tell, that's greenlit, sorted. Yep. Blumhouse Productions, possibly with Lee. I know.
Based in Wales.
Yeah, based
in Wales.
Wales. But they're going to. It would be amazing if they actually did it. He definitely seemed interested.
I think so.
Yeah. But we'll see what the crack is.
Actually the scene of all those ghost stories that you hear about the devil playing cards. Your man looked underneath and the horse's hooves were there. That's the Hellfire Club. That's where that originated from.
Oh, is it?
It's just been an old card playing place as well.
Yeah, it's very interesting to hear that about the Hellfire Club because I'm up there often and I did not know it was haunted or anything to do with that.
Is this for the satanic rituals or is this for the...
Yeah, so I'm up there usually for the orgies.
Gotcha.
But I never knew.
Hi guys!
Hey friend! But no, I never knew about the, all the aspects to do with the place.
All the terrifying things. It's absolutely haunted.
Yeah, I just thought it was like a nice place to go on a Sunday stroll.
Right, okay, because it's just outside Dublin then?
It is,
right,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's just kind of at the cusp of the Dublin Mountains,
right,
I'm going to say. I don't know. You kind of just, usually I just drive through Knockline and then I kind of end up going up them. So yeah, that's how it happens.
Do you think the next time you go there now, will you be a wee bit more nervous?
I will be. I actually, when we had the big snow, when was that, last year?
2010.
Cracked my ass off ice up there, so maybe I was being possessed or something.
Like the guy in the news clip, in the orgy.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Honestly, the same thing happened to me. I screamed. I honestly thought my ass was broken, but I'm here and I'm fine. But yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe that.
There you go. Now you know.
Well, if they need extras for the film, I live
Of course,
close.
yeah, starring lead. Okay, so The Invisible Man, it's out in cinemas now at the moment as well, so do go check it out. It comes very, very highly recommended. Now, last week we were giving away an amazing prize. We had an amazing prize to give away. Hold your horses, let me get it here a wee second. Conán, you won't have seen this.
Other side.
Other side, thank you. Thanks for keeping me right. What would I do without you? Denise, you saw this.
Yes, I did.
So it is, of course, as you can see, very fancy and nice and subtle. If you go missing, don't worry, you'll be easily identified. Birds of Prey goodie bag, prize pack. So, Birds of Prey, whole lot of fun. Obviously Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. As we said, there's an inflatable mallet. You've got. Do you want to have a look at this? Have you seen this yet? No. Because you don't watch the show. Cool. That's class. Because I was showing it last week. That's fine. I don't watch the JOE.ie.
I'm waiting for something to pop out.
No, it's grand. Look, open it up. What do you see? That's my favourite part of the pack.
Oh wow!
Isn't that so cool?
Wow, that's amazing.
It's a proper weapon as well.
Yeah.
You feel like you're back in the old days as well. Yeah. Good grip on the handle.
Patrick Swayze
What
era.
did you mean? What do you mean by the old days?
One of the what was it called? Ancient times when you had wars and you came back and talked about other battles.
Like a flag on a veil. The old times. Me and Patrick Swayze.
Oh, that's brilliant.
But yeah, so as we said, we do have we have a few of these brilliant Birds of Prey prize packs. I'm going to need that back. But it's not for you. It's for a winner. But yes, I want to say congratulations to loads of people got the right answer this week. But the winners are David Mussett. Congratulations to you. Ian Slattery. Also congratulations to you. And Linda Linneypenny. I don't know if that's her actual surname.
That's amazing.
Linneypenny.
Linneypenny.
Well, Linneypenny, you have winning a prize pack. That
oh God!
Work. I couldn't make the connection. I knew that it was in there somewhere, but it's give up. So yes, congratulations to you three. We get those prize packs out to you. But
you're happy you're not going to do that again? No, you're happy.
No, I'm one take wonder. So can we get a wee look at last week's high clue up on screen? So this was Cockney, you know who. Graves after bullseye is off. Guard in placid spot. So Cockney, you know who. Graves after bullseye is off. Guard in placid spot. Denise, I know you were here last week whenever it was revealed, it was put up on screen. And Conán, I don't know if you've had a chance to catch up with the show.
Decode it now, sure.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not going to pretend like I haven't seen the replies on Twitter, so
Okay.
I'm well armed, so I do.
Well armed with the answer.
I'm well armed with the answer, but I would like you to actually go through it.
To break
for
it
me.
down, not a bother. And Denise, what do you reckon?
Do I say it out loud? What I think
Listen,
it is?
someone's going to have to say the answer out loud, otherwise
Is it in Bruges?
Is it in Bruges? Let's find. Oh my God, it's in Bruges.
I didn't get that.
In Bruges.
I saw Rory writing it down last week, and I looked in.
You were sneaking a peek. Yeah. It is in Bruges.
It's like show your workings now. You have to show us how you got there.
Why is it in Bruges? So the first line, Cockney, you know who. You know who is one of the names given to Voldemort in the Harry Potter series, famously played by Ralph Fiennes. And a Cockney version of Ralph Fiennes is the character Harry that he plays in this. So, because he doesn't play too many Cockneys, but that's one of his most famous roles. The middle line, Graves after Bullseye is off. In terms of the plot, at the start of the film, if you haven't seen In Bruges, it's fine, this isn't a spoiler alert, but obviously various characters die because the two guys are hitmen. So there are a series of graves from the people dying because the whole thing kicks off whenever Colin Farrell's aim is off, essentially, and he accidentally kills somebody he wasn't supposed to. So there's that. But Colin Farrell also played Graves in a Harry Potter Fantastic World as well. He also played Bullseye in Daredevil. So those are two kind of key Colin Farrell references as well. And the final line, guard in Placid Spot. Basically, Brendan Gleeson's character has to guard Colin Farrell's character in this placid, quiet spot, which is Bruges. But as well as that, Brendan Gleeson was in the guard as the guard. He was also in Lake Placid as well. And they're also in a spot of bother as well. So there's a whole...
That's unbelievable.
There's a whole...
Fair play to you.
Yeah, honestly, fair play to you.
So the answer
no wonder they're so hard to crack.
Showgirls. But yeah, so in Bruges this week, as I said, congratulations to David Mussett, Ian Slattery and Linda Linney-Penny. Now, yeah, sure, listen, sure, why not? Sure, why not?
Yeah, that was difficult.
Now, for this week's one, and I said earlier on, there's a wee bit of a connection, and I'm not going to... don't want to give too much away. Let's have a look at it first. We'll have a look at it first. See what the crack is. So, here we go. Grey spaghetti arms, watermelon carrier, castle guide gives lift, the intake of breath, Conán Doherty's face. Look at this. Maybe I don't even need to say it. Look at his face.
This is a Dirty Dancing reference, is it?
Well, there.
It is, isn't
for
it?
this, yeah.
Watermelon carrier.
Yeah, for this week's competition. But it could be any movie out there. It could be Dirty Dancing. Maybe it's a different one. Maybe it's a different one. Or maybe it's Dirty Dancing. Anyway, we have got passes to give away. We have passes to give away to Dublin Comic Con, which is coming up next weekend. Saturday and Sunday passes. You were so excited, and I'm happy for you. And yeah, every single week we say, nobody shout out the answer. But again, we're all adults, so you think you don't really need to be saying that, but literally someone just shouted out the answer. But as I said, any movie. So many movies out there. Grey spaghetti arms, watermelon carrier, castle guide gives lift. What could it be? It's a mystery. Who knows? Yep. So, Conán and Denise, any ideas what it might be?
See,
Don't
the
shout out your
SAS
answer.
are all buzzing at the moment. They're screaming.
What's that buzz? No, it's the WhatsApp group. It's flying, man. It's
Here's
flying.
one for you. Did you ever watch Pointless, the TV show?
Yeah.
So you know when you get to the end and you got a choice of two subjects, what you want to do. One of the subjects one time was Patrick Swayze films, the person in the final, and they didn't choose it.
Oh,
and we were all watching together thinking, oh my God.
All the SAS together.
Lads, what are you doing? Drop everything.
We'll give you 7 pointless answers.
Oh, that's amazing.
Wow.
So listen, best of luck to everybody this week with that near impossible question. Coming up on next week's show, yes, we're going to have, there he is there. Like the eternally youthful, I know he is pretty young anyway, but it's Tom Holland, one of the stars of Onward, who was chatting us about his brand new role and working with Chris Pratt and everything as well. So we're going to have that interview up next week as well. There he is. Look, there he is, Chris Pratt.
Yep.
Conán and Denise, as ever, thank you very much. Now, for everybody who does tune in normally, you may have noticed that slight change. Conán, you won't be, not shouting out answers, not happening.
You might have noticed.
you might have noticed. Some of the more observant among you out there might have noticed that Conán and Denise are not Rory and Paul. Unfortunately, due to really sad circumstances out of our hands, Rory and Paul are no longer with the Big Reviewski gang. They're always part of the gang. Always part of the gang. So I want to dedicate today's show to the two boys, brothers from another mothers. They were my favourite movie, brothers.
Oh.
They were my answer, Rory and Paul. Can you do like a quick Photoshop?
I could have done that, with my layout app. I could have put them together.
Rory and Paul are my favourite movie, brothers. So we obviously love you loads. Don't forget to subscribe, lads, as well. But obviously we've done a whole bunch of shows together as well. So I decided to put together a little highlight reel of some of our favourite moments with the two guys, and their best bits. Really hard to find. Really hard to find those best bits. But we will. We'll see you next week. In the meantime, enjoy this, Rory and Paul. This one's for you.